home, the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. The Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first swing of the game. Historically, guys, Michigan has kept a death grip on the Little Brown Jug. Gophers hoping to put that thing in play today.
And you see that Little Brown Jug in the celebration after every Michigan-Minnesota game. And you're right, Michigan has had it for the majority of the time. Minnesota knows that. We've got to do something about that today.
Yeah, Minnesota plays in a lot of trophy games, don't they? But this is one they would love to put in the trophy case a lot more consistently. To do that, they have got to match the intensity of Michigan in this game, and they have got to be more physical than what they've shown in recent years.
We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Trying to get to it. They've got the screen set up. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate, and last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I think momentum is always a big thing in any game. But in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will take the field for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Off-play action on first down. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in their recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
It's a reverse. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug me.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, man. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wolverines. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going up top on first down. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll try the run. The Wolverines will have a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason.
Intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Safe completion on the screen. And stampeding through the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together with a little brown jug on the line. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Now they'll run the draw. Turns it on in midfield. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He makes the connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
In other stores around the country, Slippery Road.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down for this offense. The run to the right. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking to pass on second down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Minnesota! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They'll try to get it through the air. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He wants to throw here on second down. A strike downfield. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant there.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff to the single running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Using the quick game. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where It might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Power football with the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Let's it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Briggs. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to USF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking to throw on second down. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The aerial assault continues. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Dennis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Wide out in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. No matter how much college football changes, realignment,